Off now. Welcome to the next episode of Dried Blood. I don't even remember what episode it is anymore. I don't know where the fuck I am after that battle ending in a black hole.
Who the fuck is this? Where the fuck am I? Who the fuck are you, buddy?
Joined
Don't
today.
have to fight again.
Joined today by the Noir Enigma and Dead Aussie Gamer, a favorite of ours, an old friend from the playtests, even dating back way back to the beginning of D20 Deathmatch. How's it feel to be back, Dag? How did it feel to get sucked into a black hole?
Oh man, it sucks, but it's a good kind of suck, you know. No, it is awesome. Thank you so much for having me. It was an absolute pleasure to be back fighting in the deathmatch arenas. Man, it is seriously some of the most fun I have in combat. I wish my D&D games met up to the hype that you guys get on these battles, right? Like you guys are next level combat, and it's so much fun to not only get to see you guys in action, but also pair off with the amazing Noir, who just like, man, I loved Professor Stabby. Like, holy hell.
I love Cass. Like, I like the idea that somewhere in the multiverse they could be friends.
Probably, you know, and you know, it definitely is like the relationship. You can imagine it'd be like a high school AU with like the nerdy kid who's studying, and then his friend who's like just backing him up. It's like, yeah, that sounds really good. And then someone tries to get you for your lunch money, and I kick the snot out of them.
Yes.
Right?
My lunch money belongs to him, damn it.
Yeah.
Well, it was
you help study for tests with him. It will get you that A.
Obviously, Dag has been in the arena a couple of times now, but this is your first time, Noir. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that victory?
I got a major assist from the Chaos, so Chaos crew. So I appreciate that because, man, going up against a monk. I should be very transparent. Monks are my favorite class. So it was a challenge not to play a monk this time, and this is actually an NPC in one of my home games, Professor Sam.
Nice.
So I'm just like,
love that, and
He held his own.
I love the fact that Cass kind of sealed his own fate by being a dick to Gerald, the box of chaos. Normally, you have to make a sacrifice to get a magic item, but Gerald was just so pissed at Cass that he's like, fuck it, you take a spell scroll. And you rolled, and I was like, 8th level spell scroll? Oh, fuck. And then I made you roll to see which spell you got out of 8th level spells.
that fucking anime ending, though.
Yo, it's so good.
God.
Okay, here's where it all changed for me. It was that moment of betrayal, right? It was all like normal fighting. I hit you here, I stab you there, cool, normal stuff. And then there's like, I'm going to push him in. I tried not to push him in, and I flip around him. Well, I'm going to climb up, and I'm going to drag you down. Like, at that moment, it was both of you cooled out every best response. Like, this showed how insane both Rogue Bard and Monk can be. Like, it was hilarious. And it was really hard to keep up with it at times. Like, okay, we have to keep rolling for this and checking for that. And also the lava's gone, I think now. No, it's not yet. And your still eyes are closed and you've got a hole. It was just, everything in a back and forth pace. Like, it was the quickest game of tennis as we're just watching this.
Yeah, that was.
I gotta know though, you all put so much out on the field. Is there anything you wish that you wanted to do that you didn't get to? A statement, a movement.
Ooh.
I mean, I love that I got to show off some of the flourishes.
Yeah.
The mobile flourish really is clutch. I've used it a few times in like actual games with characters that have this to get out of like grapple situations and like bad situations. But defensive flourish is really a lot more potent than I was able to show off in this one. It's like I'm gonna roll a D8 and then we're gonna add that on top of my AC. Like, it's it gets wild.
You know what? That's exactly why I went with the different angle with that. As soon as you said I boost up my AC, I was like, cool, I'm gonna use an athletics check to kick your ass. You know, I was like,
but that's smart thinking.
I've definitely, like, the thing is like, for me, I've had so many experiences in D&D and stuff like that. You know, as many of you know, I play 10 to 15 games a week. So, you know, there are certain things where I'm like, okay, cool. My PC has like 45 AC. No worries. Athletics checks don't care how much AC you have. You know, so I leaned on a little bit of my experience there for that. But I think as far as things I wish I did, I thought, and this may have, you know, my own interpretation. I thought that the box of chaos disappeared. Otherwise, my other goal would have been to slam Stabby into the box and then jump it into the lava and bury the both of them. That was actually what I wanted to do.
Oh,
but I thought
nice.
I thought it despawned, so I just kind of went, yeah, okay, that's fine. It kind of played off. Because yeah, that would have still met up with the athletics check, grabbed him, stuffed him in, just held it shut, and then just been like, just dive it in.
That we've never had anybody try to bury Gerald before, especially not in lava. So that would have been a first.
Yes. I mean, here's the thing. The both of you are fantastic. We're going to have you both on again some point in time. So now you know about the box of chaos and its permanence.
There was a moment there. There's so many good moments in this because it was, you know, obviously you guys are both very skilled D&D players and, you know, we fuck with the rules here and just break them mostly. But you know, you guys knew how to play your characters very well. There was just like Caustic was saying, the back and forth of the reactions and the using the hero points at the right times and stuff. My favorite moment though was Noir, when you did all this stuff, you did your evasive flourish, you know, whatever, and then the nat one to just pull you 40 feet
I told y'all
right
at
back,
the beginning. I told y'all at the beginning. Dice hate me.
Oh, you want to do that?
I rolled what should have been a nat 20, and they gave me a 2.
It was just so good because he finally fails a grapple check. You get away, you break this grapple or whatever, and it's just, and you know the mechanic of this black hole is it's going to pull you 20 feet around if you fail. And just like that nat one was like, you're right back where you started. So funny.
Yes. But what a beautiful ending too. At the same point, like where we see Cass like burning, being torn away with the lasting middle finger as the final goodbye. Like his anger is still there, and now he's the stuff of literal nightmares.
Oh yeah, that's always been kind of the nature of Cass. Like like, I mean, everyone always kind of plays monks like they're like these cool martial art, like you know, like very zen kind of characters. One of the things that was very, very clear as well when Stabby used hold person was like, you guys, it's like, oh, it's a wisdom check and he's a monk, and I'm like, Cass is actually really dumb and not wise at all. He is legitimately a violent sociopath, and as far as the monk goes, that's just how good at beating the snot out of people he is. It has almost nothing to do with how wise he is. That's why even the stunning fist doesn't really do anything. He's not really aiming to try and knock you out. He's trying to hit you hard enough you lose consciousness. So
he's the heart of a barbarian.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Being alive.
I like to think now that Cass was burned alive and he was sucked in this black hole, and you know, giving just some open interpretation of what you believe happens in black holes. I'm just gonna go ahead and retcon that you have become Freddy Krueger now.
Nice.
Yes.
Burned alive in a different dimension, kind of an asshole. Yeah.
You're dead, but you're still here forever.
Why would you do that to me? I was supposed to be the winner.
You created Freddy Krueger. Good luck sleeping.
Winning has consequences.
But you know, it'd be really cool though. You imagine Stabby like sitting there like with some coffee, like he's been up for days, and he's doing that whole knife game with his hand. And all of a sudden he hears like this laughter, and he slips, and he's like, ah. Drinks more coffee.
I want that to be canon. I want it to be canon.
Like...
It's canon. That happens. You hear the laughter from another dimension as you're dozing off sometime later on.
Nice. I love it.
Sleep well. Sleep well, Professor Stabbz.
I will
not. Can I also give like another big super? I know I've been laying it on, but I want to give another super props to Noir, because I personally know that that I play very big, boisterous, and loud characters, and finding people who like match that energy is like so difficult sometimes. Like I've played on tables where the other person is like a little bit quieter or more reserved, or when I step in and I play these kind of big characters, they get like kind of, I don't want to say intimidated in a ego kind of way, but like they get kind of like afraid to like really express or try to overshadow me afraid that I'm gonna like snap or something like that. But I love the fact that Noir, you match me toe for toe every step of the way. And even though you're playing a cowardly character, that never really went away. So you were having your jibs and jibes, like even things like I can't get the fuck out of here. That was
the new invisibility spell.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
and, it
he just watched the man headbutt a barrel, eat glass, drink something, and like point at him like you.
Sometimes we don't think about how crazy the shit we do in D&D looks from like an outside perspective. You're just like, yeah, I headbutt the barrel, eat the glass, like. But when you think about it, it's like that's fucking crazy.
I'm out. I don't want to fight that dude.
Look, his name is Mad Cass. Like that was the whole point of him. He's the epitome of like drunk redneck energy.
Yeah, that was so good. You guys, it was really fun to have you guys here at on the show, and Dag especially. Like, well, those of you at home are going to know this little behind the scenes. We ran late tonight, or we started late because we had an internet problem with our scheduled player, who wasn't unfortunately able to join us last minute. And so Dag, literally last minute, 10 minutes before the show, got his character, made his token, was like, yeah, I'll fucking play. So props to Dag for coming in and playing such a good game and being so like,
I was mid jog too, so I sprinted home.
I'll be a little bit of an asshole, and I'm gonna go. You know what? Props to you two as well, because y'all completely redid the show.
Yeah, that's true. Like layouts and character sheets and stuff like that. Yeah, that's
make it happen.
It's a fucking chore, but we did it.
Stops for no one.
I had the easiest job. I was just here vibing,
just
chilling.
No, you all are fantastic. We had old friends at the table, new friends. The bonds we have now are forged in improv. So thank you.
Hell yeah.
All right, and the way we like to end every week with this show is by a parting word or a quote or a message that you want to share with the acolytes, either as yourself or as your character, or both. Feel free. Professor Stabbz, the Noir Enigma, what do you got for the acolytes?
Well, Noir would like to say thank you all very much for watching. I hope you had a great time. Please be sure to show love to everybody involved, because they're consummate professionals and just overall cool people. Professor Stabbz would like to say, I don't want to do this again. I don't have to do this again, do I? I just want to stay home.
We'll just bring you in to train our own goblins, okay?
It's very easy. The first lesson is stab. The second lesson is don't get stabbed.
Sorry, pal. You signed up for a 6-show contract.
Welcome for tenure.
Dag, Mad Cass, so weary. Any words for the acolytes?
So, as Dead as a gamer, look, alcohol addiction and consumption is a severe problem. It's a battle. It's an uphill thing, and you should always remember that while it's fun to play in an imaginary world, if we find ourselves in trouble at any time, that there are people out there who can help. So don't feel afraid. You are not weak if you do need help. It takes strength to reach out to others. So that's kind of my take on it. Fuck that! Give me another Guinness.
All right.
Cheers to that.
Cheers.
And Stabby.
Yes.
I'll see you real fucking soon.
I would like to state for the record that wasn't actually sunburst. It was a teleportation spell to send you to AA.
This was actually an intervention.
This was an intervention. Turns out, Uno reverse. All right, we will see you all on the next episode of D20 Deathmatch.